Hi everyone, I'm back and I'm going to show you this soft glam look. I feel like you can use this on dates or an evening night out, and you can even use it for prom if you'd like. So if you would like to see how I did this makeup look, stay tuned and let's begin. I think the most important part of a makeup routine is prepping the face, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Starting by using a mask. This one's by Biosense and it has a lot of great components like squalane, vitamin C, and rose. And what this does, and it helps me hydrate my face, and in addition to also boosting the radiance within my skin. To apply, I'm just massaging it evenly around my face, and there you go. It should come out transparent. And I'm just gonna wait about 5 to 15 minutes should work, and then I'll just wash it off. After applying that mask, my skin feels hydrated. And now the next product that I'm actually going to use is an oil by the same brand. My honest opinion, you guys, is that it didn't really absorb well in my skin. It just kind of like sat on top of it. And with oils, I really don't appreciate that. So that's my honest opinion. And after, I'm just going to go ahead and prime my face with my Bare Minerals Original Primer. Awesome. Now that we're prepped, I'm going to move on to concealing my face using Tarte Shape Tape's concealer in the shade Tan Sand. Instead of using a brush, I decided to lightly use my ring finger to spot conceal and to blend out my concealer. Moving forward, surprise, surprise guys, I'm using a different foundation and I'm using my NARS foundation in the shade Barcelona. In my next step, I'm going to spoolie out my eyebrows with some soap brows, and then I'm using a really thin, long brush to apply my pomade. I think with this method, it actually gives me a lot more space to work with. Usually when I use an angled liner, it does give me that control, but I feel like with this brush, it helps me do that a lot better. It's time to brighten the face, so I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Medium to highlight the highest points of my face. Now I'm going to use a lightly dampened beauty blender to blend out all of my concealer. To contour, I'm using my NYX Wondersticks in the shade Deep. This right here is the most affordable contour palette that I own. It's by NYXcosmetics. Right now I'm just using a wide set brush, but I don't really like to use it like that. I like to squeeze it a little bit and then dip into the product, and that kind of helps me grab more product than I would normally dip this brush into, because it's so sprayed out. It doesn't usually pick up product very well, so that's why I do that. And then I use the sides of the corner of the brush to kind of brush it on the parts where I want to heavily kind of apply the contour at, which is under my cheekbones. And then for my chin and my jawline, I want it a bit softer, so that I'm just using it normally. I'm also going to add some warmth under my clavicles. That's so weird, I've never said that in a video, but that's what they're called. It's just gonna add and create some depth, so when I add some highlight around that area, it's gonna be more prominent. Now I'm blending out the contour on my nose, and I'm using my ultimate favorite brush. It's by nyxcosmetics, and it's their eyeshadow brush, but I'm using the flatter side of it. Now using the same NYX Cosmetics palette, I'm using the highlights, the center 2 shades, and I'm applying that to the higher points of my face right again, under my brow bone, in the middle of my nose, which is the bridge, then my chin, and on the sides of my nose, and under my eyes. Alright, I think we're halfway there. We've created the base for our face, and now we're going to add some highlight, and then we're going to move on to the eyes. For my highlight and eyeshadow, I'm using the Diamond Balm Highlight by Fenty Beauty. And look at this baby girl. She is beautiful. She is glimmering and shining. God, when I saw it in the store, I was like, do I really wanna? I gotta. Just look at her. Y'all, if you have not tried this highlighter, run to your nearest Sephora. You don't even have to buy it. Just like go and swatch it and just feel it on your skin and just like admire it, because this highlighter, Rihanna, she did something. She did something, and she just did this to me. Made me feel like some sort of ice queen. For my eyeliner, I'm using NYX Cosmetics Gel Liner in the shade Black. For my eyelashes, I'm doing something different. Instead of actually using a full set, I'm individually gluing them. And the ones that I'm using are from Ardell and from the Andrea line. They're the individual lashes, and I'm just using the Ardell glue. For my lip, I am lining them with NYX Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Truffle. What I wanted to do is just normally shade my lip, but then also just shade the top lip a little darker than the bottom. The lipstick that I'm using is by MAC Cosmetics in the shade Honey Love. And I'm gonna lightly apply that to the top, not really cover up the lip liner, because I want to create a dimension that I have fuller lips. And then I'm gonna fully apply it to my bottom lip so it's lighter than the top lip. Now I'm just retouching by using my lip liner and creating that depth along my lips. Just applying it outside and near the corners of my lips. For my blush, I'm using 2 pink shades from the Modern Renaissance palette by ABH, right here. And then I'm just going to apply that lightly under my cheekbones. For the final touches, I'm just applying a little bit more of that Diamond Balm on places I want to highlight, such as my lips and now on my shoulders and my clavicle bone. That looks a lot more prominent. And now we're finished with the look. Thank you guys so much for watching and continuing to support me. If you'd like to follow me on my social media, I have my links down below. And thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you next time.